Hey guys, it's Cara from Mount Pick and Me. It's late at night, 9:30 or so, not late, but late-ish. And I started filming some bits and pieces this afternoon, got sidetracked, came back tonight, and I've attempted a few things but just kind of given up. But I'll show you where I'm up to. But please like and subscribe if you don't follow this journey of attempting to film in front of you guys and then panicking. But we're getting there. Look what I can do off camera. I can do plenty off camera, but as soon as I'm on the camera, I seem to stuff it up each time. Anyway, thank you. I'm just making up these blanket packs. So these are vintage wool remnants of a beautiful blanket. And I'm making up these packs ready for sale on my shop. So just remembering which way I tie them up for each one. I've got 6 of them here. I'm washing and drying a lovely green check one, and I've got this lovely sort of musk pink one, that I've been working on with my project. And anyway, 6 of those ready to go. Today I picked up this. It was a probably 1980s pillowcase that is amazing. With these, before I forget, I've just torn strips of old vintage linen to tie them up. I thought that looked really cute. And not much else. What can I show you? What am I working on? I've started working on this one. This is vintage. This is the hot pink wool one. And this will be a pouch. And trying to stick to this kind of warm pink, red, yellow colourway. And that's the back. I will be putting these online too. This is some of my fabric that I've designed. These are vintage sewing kits from the 1920s, doilies and things like that. Just adding bits and pieces. I love having the selvage in here too, so I might do some stitching on that later with you. And what else have I got here? I'll put these online too. These are packs of 2 pillowcases in beautiful condition. Oops, I keep banging that, I'm sorry. There's another one. So I need to put those online today as well. They're really nice. And I did pick up some other fabric too. That and some red velvet, which I kind of like. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Oh, and I stuck these little vintage roses in the top of the wool packs. Hi guys, it's a bit later in the evening and I don't know if you can hear me or hear the noise in the background, but my child has decided to pull out some sausages to cook for dinner, but then changed her mind and just left them there, so I thought I'd cook them up so everyone could have them tomorrow. And you'll hear them blistering away in the background. Fans going, it's another hot night here in the Blue Mountains. But I just thought I'd show you what I'm working on this evening, and this bench space here is quite messy. It's dark. I've got a lamp just here. I'll try and bring it a little bit closer. I don't know if it'll make much difference, but first of all, I want to show you, I picked this up today, this tassel, and I'm wondering if it should go on this project just here. Isn't that stunning? It's kind of chunky. And then this one as well. So I think that would be really good hanging off a project soon. Sort of like it with these colours too. This is a pouch that I'm building. I've got hundreds of little Suffolk puffs I'm slowly making here and thinking, will they work? And I've decided that using a bit of glue, holding these down, just a little dab here and there, makes it so much easier to then baste and pull it together. So it kind of goes a bit crispy there, but that's working. So this is one side. I can fit the whole thing in. I wonder if I can zoom it out a bit. Does that work? I'm just basting it all here. I've got my needle and thread here. I'll leave that there somewhere while we turn it over. So warm tones this time. I want to do more pinks, reds and yellows. So picking up a little bit of gold here, and I've been playing a bit with this, I don't know where I've put it right at this moment. I'll bring it in a second, this jacket that I'm playing with. a denim jacket, so I will eventually be threading a lot of this stuff. And this is the other side. I don't know which side is really the front and what I'm quite doing just yet, but this is getting nice and flattened now with threading just to start with. And what I did was on each side here, I don't know if you can see it, I did sew in the sides just to kind of hold them, but not the bottom, on each side, just to give it a bit more stability. So I can still put my hand through. Where's my hand supposed to go? Here. But I can still put my hand through when I'm working on things and hold it together. So these are the colours at the moment that are inspiring me. And I'm trying to stick to that palette because my mind makes me want to put every conceivable colour on, and like everything else that I've done, and I'm trying to stay true to these colours, this palette. So anyway, I'm getting there. Still tempted to throw other things on there too. I can hear those sausages whistling away. I better go and check them in a minute. It's about, I don't know, 9:30 now. This piece I love. It's quite thick. I don't know if you can see it up close. I'm keen to pull some of this apart and play with it. Look at that guy. So it's both sides. That's just a piece I picked up today. I'm very happy with that. And I also picked up this lovely apron with lots and lots of little girls all over it, little maidens. It's pretty cute for an apron, but I thought I could harvest all of those. Then these, I always pick up a lot of these, and they're so pure white. You could tea stain them, but I'm trying to think, what if you created an embroidered flower and decorated differently? You could paint it, I guess, at the back. Maybe that's the back. But they're so pretty. Look at that. It's very crispy. Hasn't been used. So my stitching isn't very exciting to show you right now, but I'm still at that point of pinning and placing everything down. The glue is great. I do like that. I thought we could just stitch along for a bit while I run back and forth with these sausages. So I like to, you know, we all have different ways. I like to, look how that's lifting, kind of baste everything first, if you haven't seen my other videos, and then, oh God, those sausages, I don't know if you can hear them. Then I go back and do some decorative stitches. Oh, that's not a good start, is it? I'll be back, hang on. I'm just trying to find these pins and turning the sausages. Here we go. I think this might work better. I thought this was glued, but it's probably not, or not very well. I don't know if that leaf is glued down. Can you hear those sausages spinning away? All right, I'll try again. So I'm already at 103 subscribers, and I'm pretty happy with that so far. I know it's a long way to go with what others are doing, but I'm happy with that. And then today on this is stuck on Facebook, someone did a shout out and said they had put me up for consideration as a rising contributor star. So I actually do have about 13k followers on Facebook, but that was pretty cool. I hope that gets some sort of interest, or more, that means they show more people. And we're going to start that again. I don't know if you can see that knot. I don't think I can get that out. I'm going to pull on it now and see. No. Okay, sausages are off, done. I've decided to stop and try and get that going. And I've cut the thread here and I'm attempting it again. It's like as soon as I'm off camera, it all comes together, and as soon as I try again, I either have someone come in here demanding attention, or sausages or something goes wrong or I can't actually stitch. So it's life, eh? I had my first ever, or our first ever Stitch Queens open day this week. Myself and 4 others. My first, wasn't even a workshop, it was like a community day. And all these amazing people brought their work in and we shared and we drank tea and we talked about things and it was really good. And I have another one already booked for 16th of December. So that's for up to 8 people. And I do fabric bowls on the 4th of the 12th, so 4th of December 2025. I'm very excited about that. I just sort of want to get all this stitched down. I like it when it's flat. I hate this stage, but then when it's all flat, I'm really happy and then I can start to embellish. So I should show you a bit of that too. It doesn't seem very flat, does it? Actually, I don't even care if it's not flat. I can kind of make it look a bit more interesting or 3D or flatten it with embroidery. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes I do like a straight running stitch and sometimes I just, what do you call this? Is this a running stitch? I don't know all the stitches. I watched a really interesting thread textile worker talking, it's an old interview on YouTube. I can't find it. I should try and find the link. She talked about why she didn't teach or why she didn't know all the stitches. She was self-taught, completely self-taught. She's never done classes. And when she does her own classes or she's attempted them, she hated it because she was doing the boring teaching and she'd just get jealous of the students. And then she decided they're all so good, why was she even there and all that stuff. So it's funny how we do all of that. And I think we should all just appreciate how we do our own artwork or what makes us happy, and we don't have to be the same as each other. We don't have to do things the same way. We just have to enjoy it. Oh, it's still really hot here. Hey Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 22 degrees Celsius. Tonight, expect a low of 11 degrees.
There you go. That's the Blue Mountains tonight. So it's mid-November. And a couple of days ago we had the fire going and tonight it's hot for us. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think it's getting caught up here. Yeah, it sort of is. I don't even know if I'm in camera. You can hear my pug snorting away on the floor next to me. That's not me. So anyway, tomorrow I have to unpack all the tables. I still haven't got up there to do that. And I put out some beautiful 60s bed sheets, very clean and crispy and new vintage sheets for us all to work on with some Mexican oilcloth on top. So I'll bring all that home to wash. And today I went with a friend for lunch at Lithgow and then we hit some of the op shops and, oh, that wasn't good. And then I came home and started washing things, working out which things I'd like to upcycle, which things can go to my newsletter for tomorrow morning, which I still haven't done, that kind of thing. Let's push that through. This is just the basting one. I'm all over the shop. Look, it's all caught everywhere. I'm really trying to do this whole YouTube thing. This is so different for me. I watch a lot of YouTube. I've never done it, like produce things. That's what this is. And I'm trying to get better at it. So I've got a CapCut account for a while to see how that goes, just to make it easy to do them quickly on my phone. Sorry, I'm just putting the needle together here with thread, and my eyesight's really bad. And you know, making videos for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Oh, it's tiring. So I hope wherever you are in the world, it's pleasant weather. I know it's getting cold for some countries. I'm off to Japan in January and I'm worried now with these kids with their winter coats that they're not organised, but they won't listen to me. Let's pick up another bit. I don't think I was doing that bit particularly well. I'll go back there and cut that tail later. Oh, I'm pitting myself. My videos are a joke. They're not very professional. Fan's going away up here. I don't know if you can hear it. That's better. Oh, getting into a rhythm. That's better. I can actually do this. I don't want to jinx myself. So I've got other people booking my space to do workshops too. They want to use the space. That's really exciting. So I just do a generic link on my website to their class bento or whatever, how they list it. So I don't have to manage that as well. And my eyes getting a bit sore from the smoke from those sausages now. I don't want to open the front door, even though we've got a screen door. He's really cute, but there's a bush rat hanging around outside, which is sending the cats wild. And he's pretty friendly. He wants to come up and see us. Put this into focus, eh? That's my dog going around and around. So if anyone's got a pug, you know they're food mad, and he just goes round and round and round. Doesn't matter how much you feed him. Scrounging, trying to find anything that one of the kids has dropped, that the cats dropped some of their food. Absolutely disgusting. He's 11 and a half, and he's still a bit of a firecracker. He loves running around. What's up in here? Yeah, I'm not doing a good job of this, am I? I feel like I'm seeing double too. I'm tired. Oh. Oh, there you go, that's giving. So why is that not going the other way? Ended it up on itself. I'll break it, eh? My videos are sort of like what not to do, aren't they? Now my eyes are streaming. All right, try once more and then that's it. And then I'll stop. I also don't feel confident doing this, like in front of you. If I'm on my own, I'm fine. I do the whole thing, no worries. Make those jackets, do all of that. And as soon as I'm in front of the camera, I have performance anxiety. I think I'll get better at it. Right, I'm going to show you something else. So this panel here, which is, I've done a whole load of fabric with this, with various designs of vintage needle kits, and I had the whole panel here. I've cut a bit of it. I felt this was too big, so I've made a smaller version of the fabric, which I'll have online on Spoonflower for sale. And I've ordered some in, so when people come in to do workshops or need a little bit of fabric, they can come straight to me. But I love text on everything. I like it to have a bit of text. So anyway, that's what we're up to. I'll zoom you out. Whoop. Getting the hang of this. That's where we're up to on that one. And I haven't done much else. No, still thinking about these. Using them somehow. And I'm trying to think what else I can show you. Not much else. But anyway, thank you for hanging around. Bye.